soul train. I sit in a train carriage. My soft body sits within this iron body of sour metal, cracked pipes, and a whiff of burgers. This iron horse was commanded to stop and wait, to be filled to the brim, a repository of songs. Our soft bodies within this iron body will divide a country, be made poor, captive, down to our bare bones. We are all mythic beasts into the future. My great-grandmother, Clara, a stout German orange grower in the South African bush, could command anything, even as she slept alone with her children. She commanded a house with no ceilings or internal doors, just paraffin box furniture and gingham curtains on a dung-smeared floor where animals, spiders, and snakes danced and trembled. One day, Clara lit a fire on the train tracks, a blazing, smoky command for the train to stop. She rode that train hundreds of miles to a bank in Johannesburg, where she lined her corset with 5,000 British pounds, just hours before it could be confiscated as enemy property. Her husband Alfred had similar powers, even when he was interned in a wartime prison. He and the other German inmates hated the food, so they hired a cook. Years later, he was signalled the local train to make a special stop just for him, far from the centre of town. Alfred's 8-year-old daughter was stuck for 2 days on the train to her private school in Cape Town because of flooding. She asked the conductor, ever so politely, if she could please have some food. Daddy will pay for it. But another side of my family could not even begin to command that they should keep a house, or be fed, or that a train should stop. My step-grandmother, Toby, a Hungarian Jew, was packed into a train to Auschwitz. For 5 days, her father starved himself in the cattle car so that she could eat. As they stepped off the train, a handsome man, a doctor and a grape dresser, met them. He flicked his white doeskin glove to the right, and Toby was taken to a munitions factory. Here she laboured, teaching herself to wait, watch, and learn. She was summoned to meet the doctor a few more times as he sorted and signalled. He enjoyed encoding memories, not only in the bodies assembled before him, but also in those bodies of children yet to be born. However, the German military could not sustain the plans of its proud visionaries. For the first time, air raids and camp rebellions rattled the camp. Toby grew perhaps a little more confident. She approached the doctor and complained about camp conditions. This is the moment in the story, because you know exactly who this doctor is, where you see 2 tracks, one marked life and one marked death, and a signal box in the dark that determines the track you will follow. The doctor just flicked Toby away with his glove. The following year, the end of the war, trains carried cargo in reverse. That is, trains transported some of the millions of Germans expelled from all over Europe. Freight trains pulled into a station in Berlin, where each day American GIs extracted an average of 10 corpses, wedged in between the live bodies of terrified Germans. Decades later, in America, we sit in Toby's kitchen in New York. She is in command, summoning food from the refrigerator and the oven to feed us, everything, no limits, in hot pursuit of happiness. She presents her chocolate mousse cake, the supreme cake that defies memory and offers death by chocolate. It is impossible to resist the smell, the intoxication. I am so full, I cannot remember anything, transported and happily numb. in a train carriage. My younger body is tucked within this older body that snakes and screams its way from Cape Town to Johannesburg. Other younger bodies share my carriage and act only possible in post-apartheid South Africa. A South African Indian woman sits opposite me, petite, frowning, smiling, and she waves her beautifully manicured hand up at my squashed luggage. "There's not much room," she says, smoothing her scarlet silk blouse. She offers me gum. I offer her water. We push compliments towards one another. She likes my earrings. I like her lipstick. Two small birds lining our nest with goodwill. A Sesotho woman, tall and laughing, flashing eyes, bursts in and throws herself onto the seat opposite me. "Good mess. I rushed just in time. Hello, hello. Good. First class. Plenty of room." Our bodies, 3 of them, sit in a train carriage that grunts and chunts its way north. The Sesotho woman is excited, gesturing out to the train noise, and turns to me and the South African Indian woman. She is concerned by how little we know. "Listen to that! Shosholoza, you know the name of the train? You know the song, Shosholoza." It is a very sad song. People work so hard, far, far away from the home, in the mines, you know, everywhere. Shosholoza means go on, make way, move it, you see. Make way. Those faraway mountains. The train comes from Zimbabwe. Move it. Because you're in a hurry. Make way. Because you're running away. Move it. Those faraway mountains. The train comes for South Africa. On Robben Island, Nelson Mandela broke rocks in a lime quarry as he sang this tune. His incantation was code. The code that spelled death to apartheid. Move it. The train comes for South Africa. When American destiny became manifest, worn-out bodies pounded down spikes for an iron horse, so that we, the people inside the iron horse, might grow without limits. We feed and fatten in pursuit of happiness, on time and obedient to signals, and slicing across lands, inhaling resources and tempering memories. We have been told that some of us are exceptional men of iron, that we must gird our humanity on an upward climb to immunity and immortality. But some of us are born on the wrong side of the tracks and cannot forget. We are the soft underbelly, composing songs of blue resistance, the John Coltrane's who write, sing, and nest within the iron beast itself. In fact, we are all fractal, like nesting dolls, entrusting our bodies to live within larger bodies that may or may not love us. Iron-clad and skeletal, we lurch forward with the brakes on, deeply divided as we multiply. In fact, my body is not ironclad. A while back, my body began to grow another body within itself. An embryo of cancer cells signaled to gather and to divide, happily feeding on the finest materials in all the land. This proud workmanship was the beginnings of a tumor which sat in my colon, innocent as starfish. Who knew that a surgeon could be a symbol of resistance, The revolutionary who laid in wait, excising and shortening the path, cutting it clean and clear. The only evidence I have left now are myriad tiny tracks inside me. Tiny metal tracks over a small private encampment, and the knowledge of a murder that might have been. The surgeon tells me that I am now free. I sit in a retro-cool cocktail bar, which is actually the skeletal remains of a train from the 1950s, and muse on old times. In the old days, passengers would exit their train that was hours late and hug the conductors in gratitude, thrilled that they had not been robbed or blown up. But Americans don't worry about train robberies anymore. The Highway Revenue Act, the Good Roads Movement, General Motors. Highways grew to parallel the train tracks like jeering twins, a symbiosis that was in fact parasitic. Modern American passenger trains are shabby versions of their smarty pants European and Asian cousins who are impossibly fast and chic. American trains fill with passengers who pray unsuccessfully for really fast Wi-Fi that will tune out humanity. An old TV show is playing above my head in the bar. It's Soul Train, the brilliant, mythic 70s dance TV show hosted by Don Cornelius. Cornelius was the ringmaster of orgasmic funk, and everybody wanted to dance and be seen on Soul Train. Cornelius was serious about black music. When I have a job to do, he said, "Time means nothing. I lose patience with people who work on a clock." Table, arguing about plans for high-speed rail. Accusations fly from broken promises of investment to the worthlessness of public funding. Each man pokes around the subject as if it were a woman's corpse in a Raymond Carver story. You know, the one where she's lying in a river, where a group of men are fishing. The politician with the least to lose is sulking at the interviewer. "I'm not going to touch it. It has nothing to do with us. I just don't see it." But my body rolls along rural Oregon I-5 in a matchbox car alongside other toy box cars. I have learned to watch and wait, switching off my larger senses, cocooned so that I may eliminate time and arrive on time. Local train tracks are barely used, and only for freight in my little town of southern Oregon. We can, in theory, drive anywhere, yet here we are, so inevitable. As I roll down the freeway, I imagine what it would be like to suddenly run off the road, up into the fields, across ravines, into snow, bouncing off rocky crags. I imagine cars hopping like errant fleas, tumbling and sticking into the Oregon hills, rolling their passengers in a festival of no good, a fantasy of unchecked boxes and missed dinners. Later, I'm thinking and drinking with friends about passenger trains in the future. We dream of little engines that could. Cheerful hyperloops and magnetic levitations. Electric trains? No, the nuclear thing. Wood-fired? No, too much carbon. Poo-fed? Surely that's possible. We create a lot of that. All right then, what about a solar train? I slur the word solar train and someone hears it as soul train. Soul train. We laugh and I think, well, damn, this near hominin is actually genius. I see lines of people, dancing lines of 70s TV show Get Down all day long, all night long longness. Down hills, up hills, past vineyards, past trailer parks, picking up new people, dropping off old ones, taking our sweet ass time. As we line dance, we hold each other in some way. Wrists, hands, shoulders. We push strollers, wheelchairs and hospital beds. We sweat, snake, feel time and tremble. We defy division and impoverishment. We cavort, innocent as starfish, before the thing that we know is coming. The thing without a schedule or signal box that comes just for us.